Open Your Mind to Receive by Catherine Ponder. Chapter 5. A newspaper item read, "Too many people are trying to solve the problems of the world when they haven't straightened out their own lives." How true. The frustrations of the world would more easily be resolved if we first resolved the frustrations in our own lives. As a spiritual being made in the image and likeness of God, you have dominion over your world. This means you have freedom concerning the kinds of people who come into your world and who leave it. You have freedom to change your world. If you do not like your world or the people in it, you can do something about it because you have been given the gift of a people consciousness. Most people have thought just the opposite, that there is nothing they can do about their world or the people in it. They have helplessly thought they must tolerate and suffer having uncongenial people in their lives. It is not true. You can effect changes by first changing your people consciousness, your attitudes about people. Your consciousness, thought and feeling nature, is the result of the ideas you have held in mind. You can change your consciousness by changing the ideas you are holding to mentally and emotionally. Instead of trying to change the people in your world, you should work to change your thoughts and feelings about those people. When you do that, the people in your world either respond harmoniously or move out of your life and find their good elsewhere. Everyone involved is satisfied and blessed. The law of attraction. All of the people in your world are there through the law of attraction. Either consciously or subconsciously, you have attracted them through your thoughts and feelings, either in this life or perhaps some other time. Some mystics claim that everyone you meet is someone you have known before. They claim that the bonds of love or hate have attracted into your life people from the past. They feel you are together again by divine appointment to learn lessons and to complete emotional assignments. In any event, all of your problems and all of your blessings are related to people. So developing your people consciousness is one of the greatest things you can do to improve your world. You have probably heard that quip, "I love life, I just can't stand people." When you are concerned about the people in your world, remind yourself often that no person, thing, or event can keep from me that which the universe has for me now. All that has been done against me now helps me. The widow who didn't want freedom from loneliness. There are those who often gripe about the people in their world, yet when they are given an opportunity to bring new people into their lives, these gripers refuse to do so. They enjoy their people problems. They do not want freedom from them. I once knew a lady who was widowed and very lonely. She would often come to see me in the church where I served. She said she wanted something to do with her life besides visiting among her children and their families. We prayed and asked God to bring some new people into her life, and God did. One day, a member of our church introduced her to his widowed brother. They discovered they had many common interests. Both were financially independent and in good health. When this man asked this widow to marry him, she declined, even though she had thought that was what she wanted. Her reason? He was in his 70s. She was in her 60s. Yet she said he was too old for her. A loving God had tried to answer her prayer, but this widow did not want to change her people consciousness. She just wanted something to complain about. She has continued to live alone and to claim she doesn't like it, but don't you believe it? Developing a people consciousness may bring changes. God is the source of all your good, but God uses people as channels for bringing blessings to you. It is both humbling and inspiring to realize how much of our good comes to us through other people. It is also humbling, though not so inspiring, to realize how often we have cut off the channels to our good by not appreciating the people who are already in our lives. We have also cut off the channels to our good by not opening our minds to the possibility of new people entering our lives. People who would bring with them many new blessings for us. I once found myself acting as guest minister in a sleepy little ministry, so I did a number of things to try to wake up the church and help it grow. But when it did begin to grow, the members of long standing resented the growth. They disliked the new people who appeared. They said, "Now when I come to church, I don't see anybody I know. I only see all of those new people." There's nothing unusual about this attitude. Most of us are inclined to resent new people who come into our lives in the midst of other changes, even when they come to help clear away our problems and to bless us. Why problem people are in our lives? What about our people consciousness? How can we deliberately develop our people consciousness so it includes happy, harmonious, progressive individuals to whom we are attuned? How can we clear out of our lives the dead wood, those problem people to whom we are not attuned, whose association with us has run its course in our lives? Problem people are in our lives by divine appointment, though the appointment may not seem to be divine. Problem people are in our lives because we have attracted them to us for one of two reasons. First, problem people are in our lives so we may bless them. Second, problem people are in our lives so we may learn something from them. If we resent problem people, fight with them, or criticize them, we just hold them in our lives by our own strong negative emotions. Most of us have done this. But if we realize that problem people are in our lives by divine appointment, so we may bless them, or so we may learn something from them, then it's easier for us to get the job done and be free to go our own way into new, happier relationships. Instead of resenting and criticizing the problem people that cross your path, say to them mentally, "You are in my life by divine appointment. You have crossed my path so I may learn something from you. You have crossed my path to receive my blessing. I freely give you my blessing and I now release you to your highest good elsewhere." Just thinking in this way takes the sting out of unhappy relationships and begins to make them right. How the author was freed from problem people. I once found myself surrounded by uncongenial people with whom I had nothing in common. Nothing worked to free me from those people as long as I condemned them. My criticism bound me even more strongly to them. But the moment I began to bless them as a part of my good, they responded. I was soon freed from that set of circumstances through the offer of another job and through the natural outworking of events. But no new doors opened to me until I began to bless instead of criticize those who had concerned me. Speak the word of release. Too many of us spend time resisting, resenting, and mentally fighting the people in our world, when those people would leave our world quickly if we would only speak the word of release for them. An effective release statement is this: God brings into my life the right people who can help me and make me happy, and whom I can help and make happy. Those people who are no longer for my highest good now fade out of my life and find their good elsewhere. I bless them on their way. A woman was desperately unhappy in her marriage but felt bound to it because of her 6 children. When she learned of the power there is in speaking the word of release for inharmonious relationships in one's life, she decided to try it. She daily declared, "My life cannot be limited. Christ in me now frees me from all limitation. I am unfettered and unbound. I am in true relationship with all people and all situations now." Although daily use of these statements gave her a sense of hope, they did not free her from an unhappy marriage. Even when her relationship with her husband became more harmonious, she continued to feel their marriage had run its course. Then she learned that there is power in speaking words that will free the people in your life. She learned that as you free them, those who should remain in your life will do so. Those who should clear out of your life will do so in peace. She began to use these definite release statements every day. I now release and am released from everything and everybody who is no longer a part of the divine plan of my life. Everything and everybody who is no longer a part of the divine plan of my life now releases me and finds their good elsewhere. I now expand quickly into the divine plan of my life, where all conditions are permanently perfect. Her husband soon agreed to a divorce. This was something he had said he would never do. The divorce action took place so quietly that few people knew anything about it. Upon its completion, she took her 6 children home to visit her parents in another state. On that visit, she met a fine man whom she soon married. As for her 6 children, her new husband was glad to have them on his ranch, where they proved to be a blessing in many ways. This expanded new life worked out happily for everyone involved. But none of it came about until this previously unhappy woman had spoken words that released the inharmonious relationships in her life. Release the people you love, too. It may not be the people you dislike, but the ones you love the most who cause your people problems. Through their love for you and their emotional ties to you, there sometimes exists a sense of possessiveness, of being dominated, of not being free, which can cause people problems. Inharmonious family relationships often reflect this. When you feel bound by the people you love, that is the time to declare, "My life cannot be limited. Christ in me now frees me from all limitations. I am unfettered and unbound." You can experience freedom with the people you love by declaring often, "I love all people and all people love me without attachment." People who have attached themselves to you unduly will find other interests and will move out of your life naturally. Your relationships with them will become more balanced and more free, so you can enjoy them again. There may be surprises when you start speaking the word of freedom from attachment. The decision to let go that which has completed its course in your life usually leads to change. Many human ills are caused by our unwisely binding people and things to us, or our letting people and things unwisely bind us to them. All of our loosing is not simply loosing that which has become troublesome. Good is seldom static. It is progressive. It evolves and changes, and we must evolve and change with it. We must loosen accustomed forms of good when our progress or that of someone else involved demands it. As soon as we do so, nothing can take from us that which still belongs to us by divine right. How to gain freedom from the opinions of others. In claiming our freedom, we must loose other people's opinions of what we should or should not do. When we learn to claim our freedom from human opinion, most of our problems can be resolved. Of course, we should seek professional advice on technical matters from our doctor, lawyer, accountant, broker, realtor, or banker. But we should then evaluate that advice, leaning heavily upon our inner feelings about what is best for us. We also learn not to tell other people what they should or should not do. They have a divine intelligence within them to guide them. It is wise to pray for that divine intelligence to show them the way. When tempted to give or receive unsolicited advice, declare, "I pronounce you free from the opinions of others. I pronounce myself free from the opinions of others. All things conform to the right then, now, quickly, and in peace." How a doctor proved that the good of one is the good of all. You can gain freedom from other people's opinions by realizing that whatever most completely satisfies your own inner feelings is that which is best for you and for everyone concerned. The good of one is the good of all is an old proverb. A mother had worked long and hard to get her son through school, including medical college. When he set up a small practice in his hometown, he did well. Later, he was offered an opportunity to study in Europe with a famous psychiatrist. He hesitated to accept the offer because it would mean leaving his mother alone for a long period. Her friends said, "What a selfish son you have. After all you have done for him, now he's thinking of leaving you alone while he has a good time abroad." You may know something of the guilt that people try to inflict upon you when they decide you are being selfish by their standards. This young doctor wisely determined that both his and his mother's lives would be improved for his having studied abroad, and he went. His mother was very lonely, but gradually she made her adjustment. When her son returned, he became a successful psychiatrist and was able to provide her with far more than she ever dreamed they would have. She found herself happier than she had thought possible. This young doctor proved that if a thing is good for you, in the long run it is good for everyone involved. If a thing is not right for you, in the long run it is not right for anyone involved. Many of your people problems would be solved if you would stop trying to please other people unduly. Stop catering to the opinions of others. Start thinking about what is right for you. What is right for you is also right for others. Never mind what people think. The point is, what do you think? If you do what is best for you, it will also be best for everyone else. The course of action that makes you feel right inside is your highest good. Take it. Your only obligation is to the spirit of truth within you. This is the yardstick to follow when your loyalties have become confused. What is right gives you a sense of peace. The way to be sure you do what is right for you is to do that which gives you a sense of peace. Whatever gives you a sense of struggle and strife is false. Whatever gives you a sense of peace is right. Once when I had a people problem that I struggled within myself to solve, nothing worked out. As I thought about the problem, I got only a sense of strife. Finally, I blessed the people involved and mentally released them in peace. My prayer statement was simply, "I bless you and release you in peace." That method worked. Those people quickly moved out of my life. Months later, when I saw them again, everything was peaceful and right. So whatever gives you a sense of peace is the thing to do. Whatever gives you a sense of strife and mental struggle is the thing not to do. As you declare, "I bless you and release you in peace," this opens the way for the situation to right itself. People and situations often right themselves when we bless them and free them. What you can do to be happy. Another way to develop a happy people consciousness is to take a stand in your thinking about your life and the people in it. Say to yourself, "I have a right to be happy and I claim my happiness now." Then stop complaining. Stop telling others of your people problems. Start looking for the good points in relatives, friends, and coworkers. When anyone asks you how things are, declare the truth as it is on the inner plane. Tell them that things are getting better all the time, that you feel great, and that life is wonderful. Stop discussing what you do not want. Stop discussing the people who have made you unhappy. Stop feeding unpleasant situations with your negative talk. This only keeps them alive. Start doing new and different things. Activate your social life. Expand your circle of friends, but do it in a certain way. Clear out of your life socially those people who do not uplift and inspire you. They can do you no good. Deliberately bring into your life socially other people who think and believe as you do. They can be constructive friends to you. Stop compromising with the types of people you allow in your world socially. You may have to work with people you do not like, at least until you straighten out your people consciousness, but you do not have to socialize with them. Relax only with happy, constructive people. Here is the reason this is so important. When you are relaxed, suggestions are absorbed by your subconscious mind much quicker. Those suggestions, either positive or negative, manifest results in your life very quickly. Because of this, you should relax only with happy people who think and speak constructively. You meet 3 kinds of people in life. First, those you can help. Second, those who are on your same level mentally, emotionally, and economically. Third, those who can help you. When you are relaxing, be sure to do so with one of the last 2 categories. Do not allow yourself to be drained mentally or emotionally by trying to relax with those who need your help. As a part of your humanitarian efforts, you may wish to aid people in this category in whatever ways seem appropriate to you, but do not try to relax with them. To do so is a strenuous way to relax, and it is always disappointing. What you mean to be a time of relaxation becomes a time of work. Since it is a time of unofficial work, you won't be paid for your time or efforts. How the author brought new people into her life. During a period when I desperately needed some new people in the church where I served and when I needed new personal friends, I quietly made a people map. On a piece of big, beautiful, rose-colored poster board, I placed pictures of happy people. There were young people, retired people, and many pictures of happily married couples. Within a few weeks from the time I started daily viewing my people map, I realized that new people were appearing in my world. Within 6 months, my world was filled with many new people who seemed just right for it. Some of my best friends came into my life during that period. Brighten up your world. Brighten up yourself. Brighten up your home and office. Get into circulation more. Find things to be happy about. Remind yourself often, a loving God wants me to be happier than I have ever been before. I have a divine right to be happy, so I claim my happiness now. Then open the channels of your life to receive new people and new good. The results can amaze you. What a wonderful way to open your mind to receive.